Hello future engineers, there is another video in structural analysis, and this is about beam deflections by multiple methods. And this is the last part, the last presentation or solution by the matrix approach, matrix structural analysis approach. So here is the original problem, then show that these are the reactions, although these are not important for this problem. So remember, moment at B is negative 10, 20 times 1 times 0.5. So as shown, moment B negative 10 kilonewton meter as shown. Then moment E already calculated before, negative 32 over 3 kilonewton per meter. Negative 16 times 1 times 0.5. Negative of quantity 16 times 1 times 0.5 plus 1 half of 1 times 8 times 2/3. So negative 32 over 3 as shown. Then we plan to compute first um, theta B and theta E considering BE. It's easy as long as we can compute the fixed moments at B and at E by considering span BE. So fixed moment BC is 20 times 4 square over 12, just portion BC. So it is 80 over 3 as shown. That's counterclockwise. Then at C, it's the same by symmetry because we consider BC, but it is clockwise. Because of that, because of symmetry, the reaction supposedly is upward reaction is 40 kilonewtons, half of 20 times 4 as shown. Then if we consider CD, there's no load in between, so there's no moment. So fixed moment CE rather, let's consider CE. So there is moment because we consider CE. So for the 20 kilonewton load, it is P, A is 2, B is 2, so P2 2 square over L square over 4 square. Then for this triangular loading, integral of 8x dx dp, then distance from left is 2 plus x, that's it, A. Then b square, this is 2 minus x square divided by L square, 4 square. So that's the fixed moment CE. It is equal to 178 over 15 kilonewton meter as shown, while fixed moment EC is the same by 720 times 2 square times 2 over 4 square plus integral 0 to 2 8x dx quantity 2 plus x square, this time 2 minus x over 4 square. So it is equal to 242 over 15 kilonewton meter as shown. So we have now the net loading, the nodal load at B. It is opposite to the net moment there. So the technique is 10 minus 80 over 3. That's negative 50 over 3. So negative means clockwise. Make it positive but clockwise as shown. Then if you consider CE, this reaction supposedly, you sum up moment about E, reaction force, fixed end force times 4 plus 242 over 15 equals 20 times 2 plus 1 half of 2 times 16 times 2/3 plus 178 over 15. You will get 11.6. So at C, the downward load would be opposite to this, 40 plus 11.6, which is 51.6 kilonewtons. Then the loading is 80 over 3 minus 178 over 15. So at B, it's 10 minus 80 over 3. It's negative 50 over 3. So it is clockwise. That's the nodal load at B, which is marked 0.2. And the numbering in the matrix calculation would be 4. Then at C, we have 51.6 downward and 80 minus 178 over 15. That's 14.8 positive, so counterclockwise. But the downward load is opposite to these fixed end forces, so 51.6 downward. Then at E, which is marked 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the loading is just moment, just like at B, because it is a support. So the force does not matter. It cannot deflect at B. There is no deflection at B or settlement at B due to that force, as well as at E. So it's only the rotation that is important. So at 5, 242 over 15 minus 32 over 3, that's negative 82 over 15. That's why we have 82 over 15 kilonewton meter at 5 as the loading. So remember the stiffness of an element of a beam. It is EI quantity 12 over L square, or 12 EI over L cube rather, then 6 EI over L square negative of the first cell. Then you just copy this. That's for the first row. Second row, we have 6 EI over L square, 4 EI over L, then the negative of this first cell, then 1/2 of this 4 EI over L is 2 EI over L. Then the third row elements would be the negative of the first row elements. Then in the fourth row, you just copy fourth row elements, except that we interchange second and fourth position. So this fourth, 2 EI over L, this fourth here, fourth cell is 4 EI over L. So therefore, for stiffness of BC, it is L is 4, show that it is this, and the numbering is 3, 4, 5, 6. Then for CE, 5, 6, 9, 10. So KCE is EI, then 5, 6, 9, 10. You check these values for the every cell of its structural matrix element of the stiffness of CE. Then we are interested of 4, 5, 6, and 10. 4 for the rotation, 5, 6 for both deflection and rotation, and 10 the rotation at E. So these are the loadings. Negative 50 over 3, negative 51.6, and positive 14.8. Then positive 82 over 15. Then EI, this would be the values of the global stiffness matrix, or the system structural stiffness matrix. 4, 5, 6, 10. You just check these values from these two stiffnesses of elements. Then we are interested of U4, U5, U6, U10. 4, 5, 6, 10. So same. Then U4 is theta B actually. U5 is delta C. U6 is theta C. And U10 is theta E. So these values are obtained by the product of the inverse of this matrix and this force matrix here. So as a result, because you can use your high-tech calculator, you can now compute these displacements, theta B, delta C, theta C, theta E equal to these values here, which are the same as before. So that's for delta C and theta C. So next is we consider BD and DE to solve for delta D and theta D. So the stiffness of BD would be as shown here. So let's continue. So let's consider BD. The moment at BA in particular is 10 kilonewton meter. Here is 32 over 3 kilonewton meter. So it's the same. Fixed end moment BD this time is integral of 20 dx times x, 6 minus x square over 6 square. It is 160 over 3 as shown. Then fixed end moment dB is same integral except that x is squared this time. 6 minus x would just be 6 minus x. So the net loading at B, we are interested only of the moment. So 10 minus 160 over 3 is negative 130 over 3. So that's clockwise at 2. Then fixed end moment dB is integral 20 dx x squared 6 minus x over 6 squared 0 to 4, and that is equal to 320 over 9 kilonewton meter as shown. Then for dE, because we imagine D is fixed, E is fixed, so 20 kilonewton has no contribution to fixed moment, only this triangular load, and it is W L square over 30. So 16 2 square over 30 fixed moment DE, and that is 32 over 15 kilonewton meter, while fixed moment ED is W L square over 20. So 16 2 square over 20, and that is equal to 3.2 kilonewton meter as shown in this figure here. So next is we compute the force, fixed end force at D just to the left, considering BD. So sum up moment about B. So for instance, fixed end force dB times 6 plus 160 over 3 equals 20 times 4 times 2 plus 320 over 9. And you'll get the value as shown in the figure, 640 over 27. Likewise, for DE, fixed force DE, moment at E, fixed force DE times 2 plus 3.2, that's 3.2, equals 32 over 15 plus moment of this loading, 1 half of 2 times 16 times 2/3 plus 32 over 15. You'll get 4.8 kilonewtons as shown. So the net loading at D, which is node 4, would be 640 over 27, 4.8. These are fixed forces, so it should be going down for the nodal load. So you add these two combined with 20, and you'll get downward load as shown. So this is the stiffness of BD. The length is 6. You check that. The numbering is 3, 4, then 7, 8. 3, 4, 7, 8. Then this is the stiffness of DE. Length is 2. The numbering is 7, 8, 9, 10. As shown. So net loading at 4, as I said, 640 over 27 plus 4.8. These are fixed forces, so it's going down. Then you combine it with 20 that is going down. You will get 6548 over 135 kilonewtons downward. And for the moment, 320 over 9 minus 32 over 15, it's positive 1504 over 45. So that means it is counterclockwise. Then here, it's 3.2 minus 32 over 3. It's negative 112 over 15 or 112 over 15 clockwise at 5, node 5. So we are interested only of the net couple load. So we now have, we consider 4, 7, 8, and 10 as shown. So 4, 7, 8, 10. This will be the loading, negative 130 over 3, negative 6548 over 135, then positive 1504 over 45, then negative 112 over 15. The numbering, then this structural uh, system structural matrix, then we are interested of U4, U7, U8, and U10. We can now compute this. This corresponds to, we have these values, so we can compute on the U7, U8. So let's simplify further by applying these values U4 and U10 from the preceding calculations. These are U4 and U10. So we revise this, we change this force matrix now into negative 6548 over 135 minus negative 16 times negative 3946 over 15, then minus 1.5 times 3574 over 15. For this force value here, 1504 over 45, then minus 1/3 of negative 3946 over 15 minus 1 times 3574 over 15. This will now be the new values. Then this is the 2 by 2 matrix inside for U7 and U8. That's why you have U7 and U8. So solving for U7, U8, which is the product of the inverse of this matrix here and this times this force matrix here, we'll get the results U7, U8 or delta D and theta D equal to negative 440.067 over EI and 176.1 over EI. So that completes the solution to delta C and theta D and delta D and theta D. Now, I want to extend the solution by considering B, D, B, C, D, E as a whole, and we already calculated B and E. So we have to prepare stiffness of BE. This is the stiffness of BE. We want to solve for theta B and theta E first. So the length is 8. So you have to check with that. And let's continue this on the next slide. So to continue, so we want theta B and theta E first. The stiffness matrix of element BE is already in the preceding slide, and let's have it copied back here. So we are interested only of theta B and theta E. So this would be the circled cells important to the calculation of theta B and theta E. Fixed moment BE is integral of 20 dx times x, 8 minus x squared over 8 squared, 0 to 4. For the 20 kilonewton load, 20 times 6 times 2 squared over 8 squared. Then for the triangular load integral of 8x dx, its distance from the left is 6 plus x. Then this is 2 minus x quantity squared over 8 squared. So it is 2459 over 30 as shown in the figure. Remember, this is 10 kilonewton meter. Then for EB, we copy the integrals and the terms above, interchange the quantity that is squared only, and you will get 1921 over 30 kilonewton meter as shown. So the net loading at B therefore is 10 minus 2459 over 30, so that's negative 2159 over 30. Then at E, it's 1921 over 30 minus 32 over 3, you'll get positive 1601 over 30. And we are interested of 4 and 10. So this is 4, 10. So we copy the stiffness 1 half, 1/4, 1/4, 1 half. Then we have theta B, theta E. So theta B, theta E is the product of the inverse of this matrix and this force matrix here. You'll get negative 3946 over 15 EI and 3574 over 15 EI. So next, we have to consider BC, CD, and DE. The stiffness of BC already established before, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Length is 4, you'll get that. For CD and DE, it's the same because the length is 2. So the numbering, except the numbering, this is 5, 6, 7, 8 for CD. And for DE, it's 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's the same, you just copy that. Then the net fixed end moment again is for BC, W 20, L square, 4 square over 12. You'll get 80 over 3, 80 over 3 by symmetry. CD has no loading in between, so there's no moment, there's no fixed end moment, there's no fixed end force. In BC, by symmetry, this is 40, half of 20 times 4. Then finally, in DE, we have this fixed moment already calculated before. This is W, which is 16. Remember, this is 16 kilonewton meter. L square, 2 square over 30. So you'll get 32 over 15. In the right side, WL square over 20, or 16 times 2 square over 20, you'll get 3.2. So that's why the net loading here at B is negative 50 over 3, 10 minus 80 over 3, negative 50 over 3. Then at C, we have 40 downward, or negative 40. Then the moment 80 over 3, because this is fixed end moment, the loading would be, which is clockwise, the loading would be 80 over 3 counterclockwise. 80 over 3, that's positive. Counterclockwise, possibly. Then at D, which is, we have a fixed force 4.8, and if you apply that as a nodal load, it is downward. So there is already 20 plus 4.8, so 24.8 downward, that's negative 24.8. Then the moment is 0 minus 32 over 15, so negative 32 over 15. Then at E, 10, it's 3.2 minus 32 over 3, you'll get negative 112 over 15. So numbering 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 6 by 6, but we already computed theta B, which is negative 3946 over 15 EI, and theta E, which is 3574 over 15 EI. So we're going to reduce this to 4 by 4. We change this forces, negative 40, 80 over 3, negative 24.8, negative 32 over 15. So this is negative 40 minus quantity negative 3/8 times negative 3946 over 15 EI, then minus this value here. This is 10, 10, so minus 2 times 3574 over 15 EI. That's why it's now negative 138.65. Then 80 over 3 minus quantity 1 half times negative 3946 over 15. Then plus 0 times 3574 over 15. So it is 158.2. Negative 24.8 minus quantity 0. So it's still 0 times that. Then minus 1.5 times 3574 over 15, you'll get negative 382.2. And finally, negative 32 over 15 minus 0 times that, so it will not affect. Minus 1 times 3574 over 15, it becomes negative 240.4. And let's copy this system structural matrix for the remaining unknowns, then times U5, U6, U7, U8 actually is delta C, delta D, and theta D. These unknown displacements can be solved by obtaining the product of the inverse of this matrix and the force matrix here, and you'll get these values delta C, delta D, theta D, which are the same values as before. So that's it for this video.